anime top 10. So let's do it. All right, so this is in no particular order. Let's just get that out of the way now. I'm just going to be sort of cycling through, and this is based on personal opinion, if that isn't abundantly clear by this channel anyway. I'm just going to be running through the list based on what I feel are my favorite animes, therefore the top 10. Anime, and this is in no particular order. There's no top number one for me. I mean, I'd really watch any of these at any time. So the first is going to be Cowboy Bebop. Loved the show, loved the concept, the music was phenomenal. So I mean, that alone elevated the show above a lot of different TV shows. I feel like they were as interested in the storyline as they were the music. So yeah, Cowboy Bebop's definitely got to be one of the top 10. Next, we've got Trigun. Trigun, I don't know if I've talked about it on the channel yet, but definitely one of the more impactful animes that I've watched. Actually, I think I have talked about Trigun. That's not the point. You're gonna notice some repeats on this list from things that I've spoken about previously, and that's completely fine because it's my list and I can do what I want on this channel. This is terrible. Yeah, so Trigun is another one. Love the show, love the concept. The character development was amazing, and the art style was also really nice. Like the way that they used the colors to kind of highlight each of the scenes was amazing. All right, Rurouni Kenshin was a great anime. I love the concept of it. I will say this: if you like it and you're interested in it, and you've seen it, even if you haven't seen the whole thing, watch Samurai X. It's the prequel to Rurouni Kenshin, and it's amazing. I want to say it's just one film. I think it's just one film, but it's one film tracking the life of Kenshin before the events of Rurouni Kenshin. So that's definitely a must-watch. But that again has to go on the list. Now next we've got, which was more of a recommendation from a friend, like from a coworker, is Hunter x Hunter. Now I'd heard about the show, I'd heard great things about the show, and to be honest, I had seen clips of fight scenes from the show before I saw the show. Didn't realize what the show was about, but once I watched it, it's a great show. I mean, it's got great character development. It's at times a bit formulaic, but even the times when it's formulaic, they still have the opportunity, or they still have the space, because it's an anime, because they have so many episodes, to allow things that even if you kind of see them coming, they make them grow in a way that you're still intrigued in the show. Couldn't make this list without Yu Hakusho making an appearance. It is an amazing show, and by far one of the highlights when it comes to things that I recommend for people to watch, just because it's got great development, it's got great characters, and the story arcs are amazing. I'll say watch up until the Chapter Black arc with Sensui. Once you get past there, I mean, the show, like a lot of shows, like most TV shows, like people like Friends and Game of Thrones, all that stuff, they kind of take it's been on for a while, and I mean, they could have ended it there, but it's still a great show. Still highly recommended. This one's obscure. It's also very short. I think it's only 6 episodes, but Fooly Cooly. It's a very bizarre show. Still a very good show, and it has a lot of really interesting concepts in it. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm not spoiling anything with any of these shows, so this is just recommendations, but definitely try Fooly Cooly. The next one is Tokyo Avengers. I know I made a video about it, but I'm going to talk about it again, because even though it's a newer one that I've watched, it is definitely one that I would say is a top 10. So it's definitely a must-watch for anyone who's interested in just like a new anime that's interesting, good character development, and it's going to be ongoing, so you're not going to see the whole thing. Dragon Ball is by far one of the top recommendations for anyone who hasn't seen anime, and I would say start with Dragon Ball, move to Dragon Ball Z, and then watch Super, but any one of the series that you jump into are worth watching, even GT. And I know a lot of people that like Dragon Ball say that's blasphemy, but they're all worth watching. It It's a good show. It's got good development. It's been on forever. Fullmetal Alchemist. It was a very great anime, both in concept, in animation, and just the story itself is just amazing. Both Fullmetal Alchemist and Brotherhood. Highly recommend both shows. So Not Least is a show that I watched kind of by accident, but was still a really good anime, which was Jojo Bazaar. I didn't think it was going to be as good as it was, and it turned out to be a lot better than I even thought it could be, which, I mean, again, makes it one of the top 10 for me, because I was expecting it to kind of be okay, but kind of overhyped, but it was genuinely a great show. There were top 10s, any other recommendations for anime, music, movies, just anything. I'm interested in ranting about pretty much anything that's out there. Still working on some other music and movie reactions and reviews, and seeing if YouTube will let me put it up there.